So speaking about safety, when you receive your kits, you should also get a copy of a safety data sheet for each of the reagents you receive, or an SDS sheet for every reagent that's used in the labs. Typically, I know Christina's probably going to show hers, and I know Karen has one too. It usually comes in a binder, and so this might be, we might be rethinking this because it's COVID right now. You know, pieces of paper, people touching pieces of paper, and then other people touching pieces of paper, not the safest. But basically, we just want to provide you with all the safety considerations for every single reagent that you have. And these SDS booklets or binders are going to differ from site to site, since we all use different reagents. And it also will identify storage conditions, as well as what should you do if this reagent gets in your eye or gets on your skin or something like that. These are all things that you should review before jumping into the labs. And when in doubt, always contact your site coordinator or site technician if you have any questions. I once had a teacher call me because a tube of S1 dye, a student was holding the tube and opened it in a way where then the dye just went all over her face and her white sweatshirt. Luckily, she had gloves on, she had goggles on, but things like this happen. So we just want to make sure that you are prepared, and that you know that you could always come to us when any of these things happens in the classroom.
And Carol, great question. Do all sites provide a hard copy of the SDS sheets with their kits, or is everything moving to online? Hard copy SDSs are great, and generally speaking, you do want something within the same space as the chemicals or reagents that you're working with. However, like Alia said, in the time of COVID, any site that is currently operational is likely moving towards everything online. I have, from personal experience, I've been basically sending every link under the sun to all my teachers, and I have a folder of SDSs that is just sent to them as part of the pickup instructions package. And our setup guide is the same thing. It used to be a physical binder. It is now a virtual Google Doc folder, or Google folder. All right, I think this is it for our synchronous session. Your asynchronous your first module in your asynchronous section actually goes through the SDSs by section. You'll hear me talking very droningly on about them. I apologize in advance. But the SDSs are also online on the PO website, and Tara just dropped the link to that. If you need to register on the ABE website before you can access it, don't worry, please do that now, and then we can share it again afterwards, either as an email at the end of tonight, or we can share it after we come back. So if there are no more questions, I believe we are done for the synchronous sessions. Are there any questions or concerns before we let you go off on your merry ways to explore the actual pathways that are now available in LabXchange?
Yeah, I do want to just ask again. I know you said in times of COVID, you're not sending out the big binder, but I'm not talking about times of COVID. I'm talking about just when we just get back to sort of normal and teachers are checking out our kits and not having to worry about COVID.
I usually do as an additional supplement, but that's, I think, dependent on sites.
Okay, thanks.